There's a secret code out there, spoken by over 500 million people. But here's the crazy part. Unlike the beautiful, chaotic mess that is English, this code has a simple, logical key. A key that lets you unlock it and read it perfectly, almost instantly. That code is Spanish.
And I'm not kidding. What if in just the next few minutes, you could gain the power to pronounce Spanish words you've never even seen before just by looking at them? Before we dive in, if you enjoy stories like this that unlock new worlds, please follow the channel and share this explainer. It really helps us grow and lets me create more stories just like this for you. Okay, so this isn't a trick, it's a system. And our mission, right now, is to crack that system together.
All right, so first, we have to understand why Spanish is so much more straightforward than English. I mean, think about it. English is pure phonetic chaos. The letters O-U-G-H can be said in like 6 different ways. It's wild. But Spanish is built on consistency. Now, there are a few letters that love to play tricks on us English speakers. We're going to call them the deceptions. Once you learn their secrets, they've got no more power over you.
Our first deception is the letter H. I want you to think of it as a ghost. You can see it written on the page, but you will never hear it. It is always, always silent. So, probably the most famous greeting in Spanish, H-O-L-A, isn't hola with that h sound. It's just hola. Go ahead and try it. Hola. See? Simple, right?
So you're probably asking, where did that English H sound go? Well, it was stolen by the letter J. Yep, in Spanish, the J makes that breathy h sound that we use for our H. So a name like J-O-S-E is not pronounced Jose, it's Jose. It's a clean swap. The H is silent and the J sounds like our H.
Okay, this next deception is a total master of disguise, the double L. When you see 2 L's together, your English-speaking brain just wants to make that L sound. But don't fall for it. It's a trick. In Spanish, LL almost always sounds like the English letter Y. So a name like H-A-R-I-M-M-I-L-L-O isn't Jaramillo. It's Jaramillo.
And finally, we have the riddle of the R. Now, this one's a little bit trickier, but it is so important. A single R is a really quick, soft flap of your tongue against the roof of your mouth. It sounds almost like the D sound in the word ladder. So, caro means expensive, but a double R, well, that's that famous rolling Spanish trill. So, caro means car. A single letter completely changes the meaning. Listen to the difference. Caro versus carro. Okay, so we've learned the tricks, the deceptions, but now we get to the core of the code. These are the 5 master keys that unlock absolutely everything. In English, our vowels are all over the place, but in Spanish, the 5 vowels are your secret weapon. Each one has exactly one sound, always, no exceptions. This right here, this is the whole secret.
These are your master keys. A is always A, like in father. E is always like in get. I is always E, like a machine. O is always a short, sharp O, not that long, drawn-out O we say in English. And U is always U, like in flute. And that's it. A, E, O, U. Let's say them together. A, E, O, U. You now have all the keys to crack the code.
So, you feeling ready to use them? It is time for your first decryption. I'm going to show you a word, and it might look a little intimidating, but your job is not to guess how it sounds. Your job is to use the keys, the tools we just learned, to unlock it, piece by piece.
Here we go. B-O-L-I-G-R-A-F-O. Okay, yeah, it looks long, right? But don't worry about that. It's just a sequence. We have the code. Let's break it down together.
First syllable, bow. The B is easy, it's just like in English. And what's the one and only sound for the letter O? It's O. So put them together and we have bow.
Next up, L. The L is simple. The I has one sound, remember? E. So we have Lee. Now what's up with that little line on top? The accent mark? It's not as complicated as it looks. All it means is, hey, say me a little louder. Put the stress right here. So it's not just Lee, it's Lee. Let's put it together. Boli.
Third syllable, gra. We've got the G and that little R flap we just talked about, and the A. It only has one sound, ah. So we have gra. Now let's assemble what we have so far. Boli, gra. See how it's just like building with blocks?
And the very last piece, F-O. F is just like in English, and our good old O is our trusty O sound. So that gives us fo.
All right, let's put all the pieces of the puzzle together, making sure to put that stress on the second syllable, and we get bolígrafo. Bolígrafo. And just like that, you didn't guess, you decoded the Spanish word for pen. You used the system, and it worked perfectly.
You know, cracking a code is an incredible feeling. But the real reason we do it, the real magic, isn't just about solving a puzzle. It's about connecting with other people. Getting the pronunciation right is the very first step to turning words on a page into a real conversation, into making your first contact. So here it is, your first mission, a little cheat sheet of essential phrases. But the cool thing is, now when you look at them, they're not just random letters. You see hola, and you know that H is silent. You see llamas, and you know it's a Y sound. You see gracias, and you know exactly how to say that A. Every single one of these is a bridge you now know how to build. At the end of the day, learning these sounds isn't about memorizing a bunch of rules. It's about giving a key that doesn't just unlock words, but new people, new cultures, and totally new ways of seeing the world. So the only real question left is, now that you have the key, which door are you going to open first? If this story moved you or made you think differently, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and follow the channel for more stories like this.